Sometimes success is just hanging on when others let go. Not doing anything special or out of the ordinary. Not leaping a mile or jumping over a mountain, but simply carrying on. Thomas Edison has a quote. He says, "Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up." Right? How close they were to success. How close they were to the finish line when they turned their back and said it wasn't worth it. It's really an interesting thing to grasp. Success is seeing what others can't. It's believing what others don't. It's taking the abstract, the visions, the pictures in your head that make believe, and finding the courage to make them real, bring them to life. It's this constantly evolving process, and it grows a little bit every single day. Sometimes we feel that process. Sometimes we do something big and it feels exciting. But sometimes the process feels small. And then there were times we get knocked down and we don't see it at all. We feel like because we weren't validated that we lost, that we failed, that it wasn't enough. We forget that's part of the process. The progress is part of the journey, and it goes when you go, and it stops when you stop. There's a famous Dalai Lama saying the only way to fail is to quit, period. No one ever stops because they can't. They stop because they decide to. They stop because they see the huge mountain. They think that's impossible, and they forget it's only made of little rocks. They stop because they get so disheartened by the distance of the finish line that they forget it only takes a collection of little steps to get there. You don't have to leap the entire distance. You know, it took me years to figure it out. And even now, as life is rapidly evolving, I've poured my heart into things that nobody cared about. I've invested in opportunities that fell apart right in front of me. And each time, it felt like the end of the world. I've been lost. I've been unsure. I've gotten up after things didn't go as planned, and I felt like a loser. And I had to look myself in the mirror. But there's one thing that I kept doing that I never thought twice about. And that's continuing on. No matter whether life beat me up or picked me up, my plan for tomorrow was always the same. Keep going. I think what's the one thing I would want to be told if I was starting out again? What's the one thing that people need to hear most? And it's to simply keep going. Keep taking steps. Because one day the world will start to make sense. And you'll look around and you'll be thankful for one thing. That when most would have stopped, you didn't. When the world said no, you said yes. There is nothing so powerful as the soul that refuses to back down. See, persistence is not an important thing. It's not an essential thing. It's everything. So live as the sea, not what can be lost, but what will be gained. Find that light in the darkness, even if it's a flicker, even if it's a spark. See, every loss makes you a little tougher, and every instant of sadness uncovers something beautiful. Every moment of fear teaches you to be a little braver, and every broken heart will open a door to a new connection. Instead of doubting yourself, feeling inadequate in life's darkest moments, you need what you're going through. You are uncovering the little victories hidden in plain sight. So when the world feels like too much and your patience is thin, be stronger than that. Be stronger than the voice in your head begging you to think small. Stand on every experience, the good and the bad, and let it elevate you to a beautiful tomorrow.